Hi, this is Tara Reed, and today I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to make personalized aprons for the holidays. Whether you have a group of girlfriends getting together, or maybe the grandkids or family and friends, and you want to just do something a little extra, you can use one of the 6 designs in my Christmas Kitchen Crew bundle. The link will be below this video. Or if you want something a little more economical, find the link for how to make print and cut stickers with your Cricut or Silhouette. So enough about me and my mannequin. Let's get started. So the first step is to decide what size we want the design to be on our apron. So I've laid my apron flat on the workspace, and I'm going to take a tape measure and just measure across. So it's 12 inches there. So I'm going to want it to be between 6 and 7 inches, and we'll make that decision at the computer when we see how tall the design will be, because I don't want it to be more than, I don't know, I usually start about 2.5 to 3 inches down, and I wouldn't want it to be more than 5 or 6 inches high. Go and make that size. All right, so once you decide your size, you're going to set up, cut, and weed your design on whatever machine you have. So I have decided to do Cookie Baking Team member. I'm just going to lay it out really loosely to give you a feel for where that's going to go. Now, I also, because I'm going to be using my Cricut Easy Press, I looked up on my app the heat temperatures for both a regular vinyl and a glitter vinyl, since we're doing a glitter tree. And the glitter, it said 330. The rest, it said 340. So we're going to go with 330 so we don't burn our glitter. So I'm going to come here. I'm just going to turn the power. It's already to 330. So now it's going to set up, and it's also 30 seconds. So we're going to let that heat up. We're going to go to the apron. Now you can do each color separately, which I've done in other videos, but with a design like this where each color is quite separated, I'm going to do it all at once, because every time you heat your vinyl, it shrinks a little bit. So you don't want anything getting too warped from what it is. Now, when you do multiple ones at the same time, you do need to make sure that the vinyl is always touching the fabric. So you'll notice this T is underneath the plastic for the green. So if I had it on top, part of the tea would just heat to this plastic and it would be ruined. So make sure, if you're going to try and do multiple layers at the same time, that you cut in close and make sure every piece of vinyl is touching your project. Now, I've just kind of eyeballed that. So now I'm going to take a t-shirt centering ruler. We're going to call it an apron centering ruler today. You want this to be your center line, the 0 line. The way you can tell if it's centered is you look at where the edge is. So it's about 5.5 on this side, 6.25 on this side. So we need to go this way. Okay, so it's about 6 inches where the fabric ends on each side of this ruler. So this is our center line. Then we want to look and see how well I eyeballed everything. So I'm going to work on the squiggles as my benchmark. So this squiggle is looking pretty good. It's just past the 3 on each side, and it's pretty straight. My name is a little crooked. So we're going to lift that, and I'm going to adjust that. And this squiggle, okay. This is just trial and error getting these things all laid out. So this squiggle was a little crooked, and we want to try and line it up with this one. So let's see how I did. Now you wouldn't have to do all this lining up if you had cut the green together, but because I decided I wanted to save vinyl and not waste all this space and try and heat it all at once, you can see that I have made more work for myself in this step. So if this looks like a hassle, don't do it this way. Just cut those greens together so that they're lined up and straight with each other. Okay, so I got them good now. Okay, so now since there's no vinyl showing, we can press right onto all of this plastic. Or if you're more comfortable, we can put a piece of Teflon sheet down over it just to be safe. All right, so we're gonna put a piece of Teflon down just to be safe. And you can still see where it is. And now my heat press is ready to go. So I'm going to try and cover, I think I should be able to cover the entire design in one fell swoop. So I'm going to press down and push the C to get the timer started. And we want to do this for 30 seconds. Okay. Put that back on the hot plate so I don't melt my workspace. And you can kind of see how it's bubbly, so you know that it is probably well heated and going to lift off easily. But I always do it slowly, just in case it needs a little bit more heat. It's supposed to be a cookie, but I'm going with glitter cookie. Okay, that looks great. So then it does recommend heating for a few seconds from the back, just to make sure it's really secure to the fabric. So I'm not going to do the full 30 seconds because I don't want to burn that vinyl. That's it. It's done. How much fun would this be to make a custom apron for everyone you've invited to a cookie baking event? Maybe it's for family, maybe it's for neighbors. And that is what I designed these 6 designs in the Christmas Kitchen Crew bundle for. But then I was thinking, you know what? Sometimes that's a little more money than somebody wants to spend for baking. So I thought, how cool would it be to just make stickers? And so this includes all of the different designs, and I've added names to some and I've skipped it on others. And I'll put a link below so you can see the videos for exactly how to turn these designs into stickers on both your Cricut and your Silhouette machine. You could do both. You could do the aprons and then hand somebody a Christmas cleanup crew member sticker because they're lucky enough to get to clean up. But anyway, it's so easy. Find links below to get this bundle, and happy Christmas baking.